Hi, Emily Griffin with Usborne Books. Good to see you again. Right now I'm going to talk to you about our activities that you can find with Usborne and Kane Miller. We have activities for all ages. We have art books, doodle books, and this time of year, going into the summer when you're going to be traveling a lot or you're going to be going to a lot of baseball games and softball games and soccer games, there's always the child tagging along who's bored, who wants to take their iPad. Well, if you want to go unplugged in the car this summer, if you want to go unplugged on the airplane or to that soccer game, I highly recommend our travel activity books. We have one for little children and one for older kids. These activity books have mazes, have doodle opportunities, like, draw certain things on these clouds, like lightning and raindrops and so forth. Activities about building tents, about knowing your knots. Here's a water park one that has a lot of math activities. Really, really great books, very engaging. Again, you can see here, doodle a face on each of the underwater creatures, including the shells. So a little bit easier activities, but nonetheless fun and engaging. I have a story with this one. This is a Wipe Clean alphabet book. We have Wipe Clean mazes and different math books and telling the time. But I was with a hostess not too long ago, and she had a very reluctant little girl. She knew her alphabet. She could sing the alphabet song beautifully, but she didn't really want to learn how to write the letters. And her mom was getting a little bit discouraged because she was going to be going into kindergarten pretty soon, and she wanted her to be able to write those letters. So, as we were talking, I just pulled this out of my kit and gave it to her daughter. And she went through and did the whole book. She traced the letters. She traced the shapes. She said, "Oh, look, cat, cow. Those must be C words, and the cactus down here." And she went all the way through the book. And then at the back, she traced all of the uppercase and lowercase letters. Talk about a great moment for mom, but also a great moment for this little girl who had confidence in writing that she had never had before. So this series is just phenomenal. Really, really love it. Do you have an artist? We have so many opportunities for kids to express themselves artistically, so many open-ended doodle books and so forth. But for those just learning about art and drawing, our series, I Can Draw People and I Can Draw Animals is great because it's step by step. I had another hostess whose boy was not interested in drawing because he was a bit of a perfectionist, like my son. And, at the last minute, she just threw this book onto her order because, it's under $5. And she's like, well, I'll just give it a try. And she said he sat down with it right away. He actually had the animal book, and he drew a lion and brought her the picture and was so proud of it. And, talk about another amazing moment, right? This book inspired him. He did it independently, even though he's not a reader yet. And just magical book. Another story about this series. My sister is a special education teacher, and she teaches elementary school kids, and she uses these books for kids who need a quiet moment, who enjoy art and so forth. And she has several boys in her class who are now teaching themselves to draw. These are boys who never had the patience or attention span to do this before, but she has thanked me many times for these books and for having them in her classroom, because they've really been boosts for these kids that she teaches. Now maybe you have a fantastic artist already who wants to be a fashion designer when she grows up. Well, this book, you have these beautiful models who need hats and hair. You have a beautiful wardrobe here that needs accessories. Here you have beautiful dancers who need patterns on their dresses. Maybe she wants to design her own fabric. Design perfume bottles, design prom dresses. What a gorgeous book. What an inspirational book. I'm trying to think of what that little toy was I had when I was younger, where you sort of like put the fabric on the board and close it, and you try desperately to make outfits, but it just never quite looked right. Well, talk about grabbing a set of colored pencils and going to town. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Our most popular activity book is our 100 paper planes to fold and fly. We have 100 more, and we have this in a combined volume also, 200 paper planes to fold and fly. But there are great instructions in this book that teach 4 different styles of planes to fold. And the pages in the book, which pop out very easily, are color-coded to tell your child how to fold them, which one is which style plane. And they come out looking fantastic. And they fly very well. And I haven't met a boy or a man over the age of, let's say, 8 who doesn't love paper planes. So this is a book, again, buy a couple, throw them in a box when it's birthday party time, when something comes up unexpectedly, when it's a rainy day, pull this book out. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Timeless, perfect, not messy. You don't have to get out the markers and the glue. Speaking about markers, we have many different sets of stencils. This happens to be our very first stencil cards, Farm. These are very simple shapes that your child can trace and then fill in. Super cute pig, right? Super cute tractor. So then it's the shape that they'll trace, and then there's a picture in the corner that can give some ideas if the child doesn't know exactly how to start filling in a horse. But really, really sturdy cards, as you can see. Not flimsy, not going to fall apart. Also great for the classroom, right? Love these cards. And we also have activity cards. These, I've seen moms take the cards, maybe about 10 or so out of the pack, and punch holes and put them on like a keychain ring so that they can be in the back seat. The kid can be, buckled in and working on them. This one happens to be brain puzzles. Some of them are mazes. Some of them are word puzzles. And you can find the answer cards in here. So you're not struggling to figure out what the real answer is. But there's spot the difference cards. There are, memorizations. So you look at something for a certain amount of time and then you look away and you try to write them down on the other side of the card. Just so many fun activities. And what a great way to keep your child using their brain over the summer. They don't have to do it for very long, but like I said, in the car on the way to a game, or maybe little brother is playing baseball and big brother is bored but has to be there to watch. So it's a great thing to have. I just love them. I think they're kind of fun too. Sometimes you'll see me at home parties using them with grown-ups because they're super cool. So anyways, that's just some of the amazing activities that we have. I'm excited to share them with you though. Thanks.